All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I am Stream Crush, and welcome to the show, I guess. Yeah. So, how about that rat shaking? Got a lot of wrist action on that one yesterday, right? Yeah, we're, oh, man. That game was weird. That game was really weird. Still not really sure what to think about that one. But, definitely was a lot of rat shaking, that's for sure. Anyways, yeah. So here we are. It is today. Yay. Let's see. Let me make myself a look. There we go. Yeah, I gotta kind of show off a little bit. I mean, I could do like the ultra zoom. Maybe I should just start every stream like this, like just giant. That would be my thumbnail for like 2 minutes. Anyway. Enough of the narcissism. We are going to be playing, well, we're going to be returning to Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Yeah, a little bit long time coming, huh? So, yeah, originally the plan was to get this finished up and then do Silent Hill F and blah, blah, blah. But none of that actually happened, so here we are. Yeah, it's great. But we are going to be returning to it, obviously, tonight. And we have about 75% of the game completed. So I do not think we're going to be able to get through the entire rest of the game today, unless it's relatively short from where we're at. But that said, we're going to knock this out. We're going to get this done, you know, next couple of streams, knock this out, knock out the DLC, and put this game behind us. Not that I've hated it. It's actually been a pretty enjoyable experience. But yeah, there's other games to play. You know, with spooky season, we got to move on. So yeah, you know, we got Silent Hill F, of course, got to get back to that, as well as a whole host of other games. So yeah, we're probably going to be doing a stream here soon of, probably, you know, post Five Nights here, which is, you know, maybe knock out some fun tier lists or something like that. Like one I had, brainstorming today was, best Resident Evil save room music. So yeah, kind of inspired from when I was talking about Rat Shaker yesterday. You know, we were looking at videos for, like, you know, moments of respite in games. And Resident Evil theme music, you know, for the save room music has always been like, you know, from all of the horror that you're enduring, you get to this one room and it's a moment of calm and peace. So that'd be kind of fun to do a ranking of like best Resident Evil like save rooms, you know, or like themes, I guess. But you know, I mean, you could do the whole room, I guess, if you really want to go that crazy on it. But yeah, maybe knock out a couple of tier lists and have some fun with it. You know, just something, just nice casual chatting and talking and having fun type of stream. Not every stream I feel like has to be gameplay all the time. I don't want it to be a just chatting channel. Like if anybody ever like, hey, what do you do? Like, I don't want to be like, what do you stream under the most? Just chatting. You know, like at least not intentionally so. You know, so like I do want people to know me for playing games. But you know, I also would like people to know that, you know, you come here, you could chat, have a good time. You know, so, you know, it's a little, you know, column A, column B. But yeah, there's really not any major gaming news today to talk about, to be honest. Let's see here. Rumor of a Halo Combat Evolved remake being developed by Halo Studios and Abstraction Virtue Studios. Never heard of them. Hybrid engine with Unreal Engine 5, which just sounds kind of weird, but sure. Ghost of Yotei came out. A lot of streamers have been playing it. I have not, because I'm not cool. I don't get that kind of stuff early. But good reviews, I guess. You know, good for them. You know, I've actually never played any of the Ghosts. Like, I didn't play Ghost of Tsushima. And I haven't played Ghost of Yotei. I'm sure they're good games. I mean, they got a lot of critical reviews. They must be good, but I've just never been able to find time to sit down and play them. But hey, you know what? Maybe. we'll see. Let's see here. We already talked about the Xbox Game Pass bullcrap. Florida woman wins Mortal Kombat tournament playing with newborn baby in arms. I mean, if she can hold a controller, good for her. You know, like, I don't know why it's impressive enough to make a headline. Women play video games and they compete in tournaments. News at 11. Let's see what else. Oh, an IGN article. I'm getting bored of every PlayStation game telling the same story. Oh Lord. If you could see me face palming, this is why I like it be nice to have a 3D model, so you can actually see me face palming. IGN. So they're talking about PlayStation Studio games in particular here, but I have a feeling that they're trying to tie it to a bigger thing here. Somebody says it's not just that all of PlayStation's major releases adhere to the now trademark third-person cinematic stylings. The stable of developers has been seemingly obsessed with stories that explore the exact same themes, grief and revenge. And I'm starting to get tired of it. As a rule, these games are all impeccably well made, but I'm starting to miss that era when PlayStation's range felt wider and things were a little more fun. So, I feel like this is not a PlayStation issue. This is a storytelling in media currently issue. While it is true that there are, like, for example, some TV shows out there that are, a bit happier and silly and exploring alternate type things. I do feel that a lot of major, like, motion blockbuster type of storytelling is not, it's kind of like, have you ever noticed, and I'm sure you have, so that's why I'm saying this. Have you ever noticed how, like, so many movies since, like, we'll just say the early 2000s, the last 25 years. That's a long time. It doesn't feel like it anymore because I'm getting old as dirt, but 25 years, like, most movies follow a similar pattern when they're major action blockbuster movies. They are, middle-aged dude has, like, some kind of a power, or young teen girl, or some type of, like, easy to pigeonhole type character stereotype. And the character will have some type of family trauma. Maybe they don't have a family, or maybe they're a dad who, like, their family is, getting broken up because of a divorce, dumb shit like that, right? And then all of that, it plays an undercurrent to all of the wacky shit that's happening around them. And what ends up happening is, like, the importance of that supersedes all of the wacky shit around them, to the point where it's like, it feels like it trivializes the super serious, like, actual end of the world type shit that's happening, if that makes any sense. And then ultimately what ends up happening out of all that is that every one of these stories is, the end of the movie is a giant climax between two forces, whether it's like an all-out war, because you hear a lot of them, the war is coming, like that kind of bullshit. That's why people miss the point with, like, Warhammer. Warhammer at 40K is literally absurdity. It's meant to be stupid and cool, but stupid. If you've seen Space King, the reason why that works so well is because they know how stupid it is. It's fun, stupid, right? But it's stupid. And if you're taking it seriously at all, you're missing the entire point of it. It's supposed to be cool and stupid. It's toys for boys type of stuff. Obviously, girls can play with them too. Girl Space Marines, I'm all for it. But yeah, like all the Marvel movies that have come out, like, and there's what, like 30 something of them, they all have, very, like, caricature, stereotypical type characters. They don't really get too in depth with their stuff, but they all have some kind of a hang up, some kind of a drama that, like, drives them, trauma even that drives them. You know, and that is basically like everything their character is about. You know, like even in Guardians of the Galaxy, which is known for being like the goofy Marvel movie, every single one of those characters has an awful fucking tragic past. You know, Star-Lord lost his mom. I mean, literally the first part of the movie, lost his mom. She was dying. You know, it turns out his dad's a dick, you know, and he gets shuffled off to basically grow up in the middle of nowhere with pirates. You know, Gamora, you know, well, what? Oh, that's a whole, you know, minefield there. Drax, his whole family was murdered by Thanos, you know, like, even Groot, I mean, to be fair, he's a tree, but, you know, like, sure, he hasn't had the best life either, but Rocket Raccoon, holy damn, boy. Like, that dude needs a hug, you know? And it's like, you know, underneath all that happy-go-lucky stuff that's put out there, the quirks and the quippy lines and all that, is like, yeah, some depressing-ass shit. You know, literally Spider-Man's entire fucking thing is that his you know, his uncle gets shot. Because with great power comes great responsibility, and he wasn't responsible. So he took it to heart. Oh boy, he overlearned his lesson. You know, but yeah, I mean, everything about Spider-Man is trauma all the time. You know, Tony Stark, alcoholic, brain bigger than it should be, to be honest, you know, always doing the dumb shit out of ego because he thinks it's the best thing to do. Hurts a lot of people in the process, often himself too. But in all those movies, what ends up happening? Oh, there's a war with a bad guy. We got to go defeat the bad guy. There's war. It gets old. It gets formulaic. It's like, this is why people aren't excited about Marvel movies anymore, because it's the same fucking plot. Just the characters are rearranged a little bit, and the plot might be like some other MacGuffin or doodad, but it's all the same shit. You've seen it a million times, you know? So, yeah. And you're training your audience to just kind of like not recognize anything interesting about these things. Like, I hate to be the, oh, back in my day guy. I really do. But there are times where I'm like, because there have been some wonderful movies that have come out over the last 25 years. There really has. You know, but like, not a lot. And funnily enough, like, most of them tend to be kind of like children's type movies. There's not really that many great adult movies. I hate to say it. I don't know if that's like an Arrested Development thing we're all going through or what, but like, it's weird because somebody had made up a joke about a box. The first thing that popped my mind is what's in the box, right? Now, if you know that reference, what's in the box, that is from the movie Seven. It's a like a horror thriller movie. I say horror because it's not like, you know, Freddy versus Jason or anything like that. Nightmare on Elm Street. It's horror in the sense of like, this dude is a serial killer, and all of his killings are based on the 7 deadly sins. He wants to basically create the deadly 7 sins, and then his masterpiece is to take something that is pure and full of justice and warp it into something that is awful. Wrath and envy, right? And greed and all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the movie, this is spoilers, but at the end of the movie 7, there is a box that is just delivered as the criminal is being caught in the middle of nowhere. The criminal was smart enough to apparently have, you know, FedEx send a box to that location. And one of the detectives looks in the box and sees something that is absolutely horrific. And it relates to the other detective who is like 50 feet away. And he sees the other detective's reaction. And you know, the dude catches up, tells him, you know, don't fire the gun at the bad guy, you know, put your gun down, this is bad. And the guy's like, what's in the box? And it goes on a whole thing, what's in the box, man? You know, that whole scene, you know, even if you've seen it, the plot twist coming a mile away, that whole scene is well acted. You never actually see what's in the box. You're told what's in the box, but you never actually get to see it. All of that is left up to your imagination. And trust me, your imagination can work against you. It can make you imagine things that you don't want to imagine. And that is an effective storytelling tool. And the actors do a really good job of selling it, even how over the top it could feel, you know. Like, you ever seen somebody cry so seriously, like so goofily, I guess you could say? It kind of breaks the sadness for a moment. You kind of have to laugh at how goofy it looks. It's kind of like that, right? The characters, they're just all really good actors playing the roles, and it sells the scene. And I struggle to find too many movies like that anymore. That kind of just hit those marks of, like, acting greatness. And I don't know, like, if things have just changed in a way that, honestly, I think the issue is that people say they want, like, sorry, this music is like distracting me. People say that they want, new original type movies and stuff. But what I've noticed is that most people like to be comfortable. They don't really want to, like, like, be pushed out of their comfort range too much. So if you're somebody who is a major Hollywood studio, or maybe major TV production studio, or, a major record studio, or if you're, just any major company, any major game development company, like, you're going to pick what sells more than you're going to try and take a risk on something that's not proven. And so these games sell. Last of Us has sold really, really well. I mean, enough that they keep repackaging the damn game and it keeps selling millions. God of War, the reboot, has been probably more successful than the original games. And yeah, I mean, like, they're all like that. So if you're Sony, you're like, why change what seems to be working for us, right? And it's not like they don't try. They toss out, some of the platformer games. Like, Astrobot did really well, but, like, Sackboy's Big Adventure, nobody gave a shit about that. Dreams, as amazing as Dreams is, I mean, it didn't really sell that great. There's a lot of PlayStation games that came out that people have kind of forgotten. It's not like Sony doesn't try. Concrete Genie, Puppeteer, they did a remake of Medieval, which is awesome. Even stuff like The Last Guardian. Last Guardian came out, it didn't sell that amazing. I mean, it was basically the end of Japan Studio, Team Ico or whatever, right? The Blue Point remakes did really well, I guess, but yeah, I mean, like, it, Gravity Rush, Tearaway, I'm kind of referencing some older games at this point, but, like, yeah, it's not that Sony hasn't tried. It's just that, like, those aren't the games that people buy anymore. Like it or not, I think the really big issue here is, when you're marketing to kids, you can basically sell them anything because kids will eat it up. You give it an appealing package, and kids are all about it. And, like, but when it comes to marketing to adults don't want, like, they're not going to buy Shrek 2, the video game. Maybe some would for the memes, but, like, they're just not. Like, Bandai's putting out Pac-Man World and Pac-Man World 2, as remakes and stuff like that. Those games will sell okay, but they're going to sell to kids. They're not going to sell to adults. Adults aren't running around going, oh my God, Pac-Man World 2, yo, Sorry. They're just not doing that. They're not doing that. So it's like, but, like, you tell them, oh man, Last of Us Part 3 is coming out, and they're like, yo, like, they're getting on the bus, man. They're, like, excited. They're slapping their pre-order down so fast. They're spending that money way before they're ever going to actually get the product. I mean, like, I'm excited about Resident Evil 9. Yeah, absolutely. But, like, man, I would love to see, I loved, who bought Kuditsigami? Nobody bought Exoprimal. People kind of were like, it's what Dino Crisis probably should have been, resources should have been spent towards. Capcom definitely tries new stuff. I wonder how the Okami, HD remake thing that they're doing is going to do. Like, the Dead Rising remaster that they did is amazing. It looks great. I mean, granted, it is Dead Rising, but, like, the fresh coat of paint helps make a brand new game. Nobody cared. You can buy it for like 20, 25 bucks new now. It came with a wet fart. I hate to say it. And it's like, this is the problem. Is like, there's tons of amazing games that are coming out. But the games that people are buying are the ones that are like, it's for older markets. So, like, yeah, they're just not, the era of, like, the teenager and kid game for big publishers is just not. It's gone. I mean, unless you're Nintendo, maybe that's about it. You know, but I mean, remember that like for Astrobot, Sony was overwhelmed by the response. They were not expecting Astrobot to perform as well as it did. And you can see how like they've kind of embraced it. And weirdly, and this is me being a little bit conspiratorial, I think they noticed, because like ever since Astrobot came out, you have noticed a bit of a shift in PlayStation's marketing. It feels more like old classic PlayStation. You know, like there's a new Metal Gear game, there's a new Silent Hill game, there's a new Resident Evil game. You know, they put Gran Turismo in their marketing materials again. You know, they had, you know, they've been tossing out Astrobot DLC like it's, you know, free. You know, it's awesome. You know, they've been promoting more like, you know, Stellar Blade. You know, like they have that kind of stuff. They have, you know, Final Fantasy they've been pushing out. You know, like it's kind of nice, to be honest. If you're a PlayStation fan, you know, it's kind of feeling nice. I mean, granted, a lot of these games are becoming multi-platform now and stuff like that, but like as a PlayStation gamer, yeah, you're probably pretty happy with it. You know, so, and yeah, more than you can say for Microsoft, for sure. So, I mean, I don't know what Microsoft wants to be anymore. But anyways, yeah, I feel like this article from IGN is going to be really divisive, but I get where they're going with this kind of like sentiment. You know, because I do feel like a lot of games are like that. But there is hope. There is hope. I feel like Wolverine, you know, looks like it could kind of break the mold of superhero games. You know, there's Saros. That looked amazing. But it is just Returnal. I'm not saying that was a bad thing, but like, you know, Returnal didn't exactly make everybody excited. So, yeah. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I think that's kind of about it. Megabonk sells 1 million copies in 2 weeks. Megabonk? I mean, cool, but don't think I've ever seen anybody play it. Alright, well, I think that's enough for the news. I'm kind of tired of trying to read all that stuff, so let's swap over. Let's get these Five Nights out of the way. Alright, spooky mode engaged. There we go. Wow, that is dark. Alright. And let's get this turned off and swap on over to there we go. Alright. Okay. All right. I'm a little tiny. What am I doing? I'm a little teapot. I think we can afford to make myself a little bigger on the screen there. There we go. Yeah. All right. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, I had to do that game. Right?
Welcome to Parts and Service. Please select your desired procedure. Preparing for upgrade procedure.
Oh, here we go.
You may now enter the protective cylinder.
I am probably going to die a bunch, just giving you a heads up. I failed this plan pretty bad initially.
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing.
Take out this faceplate. I did.
Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Alright. Okay. X. It was... Oh man, I'm gonna die. Yep. I knew that was coming. Alright.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by removing Freddy's face.
What the... I must have hit the button too early or something.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Thank God I got it. Alright.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye sockets. Well done. Reattach the ocular connector wires.
I wish it would, like, loop itself or something. Alright, we're gonna do something different here. Because I'm tired of failing this, and my memory is not the greatest on this kind of stuff. Which is probably why I'll never play Poppy Playtime, because I know there's a section in there that's like this. Except it starts throwing in, like, numbers and triangles and, like, shapes and...
Welcome to Parts and Service. Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder.
Alright.
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
So this is X circle triangle. X circle triangle. Okay. Guess that's triangle, triangle, square, X, circle, square. Triangle, square, X, circle, square. Triangle, square, X, circle, square. So. Triangle, square. Triangle, square, X, circle, square. Okay.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye sockets. Well done. Reattach the ocular connector wires.
Triangle X circle. Triangle X circle. Okay. Okay, so let's try. Dang it, it's going so fast. Square, square, triangle, X, circle. Okay, so
It is time to close the faceplate. Commence testing phase.
oh my god, did I actually do it? I think I might have actually done it. Yo! Alright. Now to delete the evidence. I gotta get rid of all the videos I just took. I'm like, I'm just gonna record it with my phone and play back the video. Because, yeah. That was annoying. I don't want to do it anymore. Alright. There we go. Alright, so on that note, yeah. We are the best. We are the best. Alright. That was weird.
How are your new eyes?
I am having a hard time adjusting. You look different to me. I can see movement through the walls.
Really? I didn't know Roxy could see through walls.
These are Roxy's eyes?
Well, yeah. There was an accident in the raceway.
Is she okay?
Well, nothing seems to stop her.
Why does... Use Roxy's eyes to see things no one else can.
Good news. It is almost 6 o'clock. You will be safe now if you find an exit. But hurry. The daycare attendant is loose one last time. These eyes are amazing. There are wondrous colors and objects I never knew existed. Nothing can hide from me now.
Use an exit to escape the Pizzaplex. But be warned, the recharge stations are offline, so they cannot protect you.
wishes only come true at Freddy Fazbear's. It's true. Kids who have home birthdays have fewer friends and parents who don't love them. This has been another Fun Faz Fact.
So we got to get to the exit then, I think. It's this way. So where is the exit? Oh, we gotta go this way, I think, right? Yeah.
It's past your bedtime.
Hey, little man. Do you know what time it is? The doors are open. Why are you still here? You plan on moving in, or you just want a job? Maybe join the internship program. You would make a great security guard. Gregory, I think you deserve a reward. Go check the main stage.
What? What's on the main stage that I should go to? I have a feeling I shouldn't go to the main stage. I feel like that's a trap. And I couldn't save. I don't want to have to go through the whole Freddy Eye thing again. Although it said the recharge stations are offline, is the... Save your spot. Okay, so the save station still works. Alright. Alright, I think we should just head for the exit.
Fazbear Entertainment welcomes you to the greatest pizzeria in the world, Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex.
Bad children must be found. Bad children must be punished.
What the heck? Seriously? Oh, come on. And I have to redo all of this again. Okay. Well, that was annoying. Alright, I gotta pee. Turns out, you gotta pee when you talk. Crazy how that works. All right, I'm going to be right back. I am going to go pee because I cannot hold it. I'm sorry, guys. But I will be right back, I promise. Let's get some music on for you. And, yeah. Yo-ho, me mateys. All right, we'll move on from that. All right, let's get back to the game. All right.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Please select your desired preparing for upgrade procedure.
All right, so
You may now enter the protective cylinder.
all right, so I was under the impression that I couldn't use any of those. Turns out I can actually use the save station. So we'll do the video trick again with Freddy to get past it, and then we will save quickly. And then I don't know what we're gonna be doing after that. Hey, what's up, Michael Afton? How's it going, man? You're sad? Why are you sad? You're ugly? Say it with me. I'm ugly and I'm proud. You're not ugly. I've never seen you. You're definitely not ugly. In my mind, you're the most beautiful person ever.
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Shoot, I missed that. What was this? Oh, I didn't capture any of it. No! I missed that one. Dang it. Yeah. Darn it. Alright, we're gonna trash that one. Trash this one. Alright, we're gonna go back to the video. Alright. So somebody was telling me that you could actually bug the game so it's permanently stuck at this particular time by using that head that came from the Motor Raceway. But I don't know how true that bug is.
Welcome to Parts Insert preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Alright. So this one was... triangle, square, or triangle, wait. X triangle, okay. So, X, triangle. Okay. And then we got this one, which is... that is square. Let's try it again. So square, circle, square, circle, X. So square, circle, X. Okay.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye sockets. Well done. Reattach the ocular connector wires.
Okay. So that was X, circle. Oh, shoot. Okay, and then we got so this one was X square, triangle, square, triangle. Okay, so this was X square, X square, triangle, square, triangle. So X square, triangle, square, triangle. X square, triangle, X triangle. Okay. Ah, I messed it up. No! God dang it. So frustrating. I hate these. I hate Simon Says memory games. I was never good at them. And these are the worst.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder.
Welcome back, Michael.
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
I didn't have the video in a picture mode. Son of a bitch. Hello, Hirotion. I'm doing okay. Really tired of this puzzle, though.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing.
Alright.
Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Okay, that was... Wait, what was that? What do you mean that only caught that? Come on.
Welcome to Parts and Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing.
I'm just gonna lock in and try and get this right.
Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
What? I hit the... Why is this like this?
Welcome to Parts and Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Oh! You might think, oh, this looks really easy. I don't know why he's struggling with it so much. It's because of the layout. Like...
Welcome to Parts and Service. Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Where was the other one that blinked? I got lucky on that. I'll take it.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye sockets. Well done. Reattach the ocular connector wires. It is time to close the faceplate. Commence testing phase.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Yes! Oh my god.
How are your new eyes?
I am having a hard time adjusting. You look different to me. I can see movement through the walls.
Really? I didn't know Roxy could see through walls.
These are Roxy's eyes?
Well, yeah. There was an accident in the raceway.
Is she okay?
Well, nothing seems to stop her.
Gregory, good news. It is almost 6 o'clock. You will be safe now if you find an exit. But hurry, the daycare attendant is loose one last time.
I can't save?
These eyes are amazing. There are wondrous colors and objects I never knew existed. Nothing can hide from me now.
Where's the button? Okay, it's quit. So I couldn't save in that room. I gotta find a save station. I know there was one that appeared to be working. It's over here.
It's past your bedtime.
Oh, I can't save there either. She did tell me if I came to the stage, I'd find a surprise for me. You're not gonna let me in? Oh, come on, no! Are you telling me I have to do that every fucking time? Because I can't save immediately afterwards? No. No, no, no. I'm crashing out on that shit. That's fucking stupid. That I have to do this fucking minigame every fucking time. No. 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 No, 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 no. That is horse shit. That is fucking horse shit. No. What? Why? Like, why? Why is that even a thing? Alright, we're gonna find out what the fuck is going on here. Let's see here. Nope, so you have to do it. You don't have a choice. Yeah, same thing happened to me, and then we have to do the whole upgrading Freddy thing because we can't save after we upgrade him. So right after 6 a.m., you upgrade Freddy with Roxy's eyes. That tells you to find an exit to the Pizzaplex. However, right after it finishes that line, I just got instant death screen. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So for what I'm reading, basically, there is no way to save the game after this. Like, you have to do the minigame, and you have to make it to the exit before the moon dew to get you. And that's the only way to get the auto save, where it gives you the choice to stay in the Pizzaplex or to leave and get the ending. Well, shit. That sucks, man. That really sucks. That kind of kills a lot of motivation. Because that minigame fucking sucks. Having to do it's not even like imagine I could just breeze right through it. Like I have awesome memorization. Like it would still be a problem because it's tedious to do. Every single time you have to do that minigame over and over again. It just, like, obviously don't die, but like Moondrop, his spawns are funky. He kind of just spawns wherever he feels like it. When I died just before the exit, he spawned behind me. I heard him spawn behind me, and then he spawned right next to me right about when I was about to hit the door. Like, that kind of teleporting shit was the whole reason I hated the daycare. It's just frustrating. And there's no reason for it. Like, if you're far enough away, because he was in the atrium, having him teleport wherever the fuck he wants is kind of stupid. I don't want to do that minigame again. I just don't. I'm sorry. Like, I've had it. I hate that fucking minigame so much. Like, I will take the L. I am the worst at Simon Says, apparently. But, like, it's not memorization per se that's bad. Like, you saw me not, do too bad with the final part. It's the way... I'm sure this is probably easier on PC because you can just click the colors. But I'm playing on a PlayStation. So, like, my PlayStation controller is the only thing I have. I mean, maybe I could plug a mouse in, but I don't even know if this game supports a mouse on PlayStation. But, like, the way that the layout is on Freddy's face is, like, you have the colors, and you have the lettering of, or the button icons for the PlayStation controller next to them. But the way it's all spread out, and then Freddy's, like, eyes kind of curve around part of it. So it's like your eyes are bouncing all over the place to track the colors, but you're not thinking colors, you're thinking what the colors map to on your controller. So, like, if it was no colors, if it just said, X, triangle, circle, whatever, bam, I can remember that, no problem. But because my brain has to map the button icons to the colors that are popping up on the screen, like, that is what's tripping me up. So then I'm like looking at my controller going, okay, that was X. Okay, that circle, that green one was circle. Like, that's what I'm doing. So it's just driving me bonkers. So that's why I started recording it, because then I'm like, oh, I'll just record it with my phone, and then I'm repeating it over and over again. Okay, so X, X, triangle, X. I'm not even thinking color. So, like, the puzzles would be easier to me, and probably a lot of other people, if you could just have the icons there for the buttons instead of colors. But alas, here we are. Well, I know that I was on track to get the bad ending, because I was just going to leave the Pizzaplex, which is actually one of the bad endings. I just don't want to have to go through this bullshit with this fucking upgrade and then no save. Like, and this wouldn't be so bad if you could just save afterwards and then the crap hits the fan and the door's open and you have to get out. Like, that would be different. But because you can't save, you have to do it every time. It just, no. So I'm going to crash out on that, and we are going to go to the wonderful world of YouTube, because I ain't putting up with that shit. So I'm going to pretend that we beat Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I feel like a shitheel for doing it, but I feel like this is the best for everybody. We're still going to play the Ruin DLC. But yeah, we're done with that. We're done with that. So I say we do the fun thing here, and we are going to pop open. Let's see here. All right, we're going to watch the ending of all of the endings. Let's see here. Ooh, we could actually watch this one. I think this one would be good. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. All right. First things first. We're going to change spooky mode real quick here. All right. So this was 3 years ago. This one's 2 years ago, but it's only 10 minutes long. This one's how to get all endings. I don't know if I want the story. Oh, well, maybe.
Hey guys, Super Horror Bro Mike here.
No, I don't want that. What the hell is this? Okay. I'm having a bit of fun here. All right, what is this?
Nobody will miss you. I found him! Over here!
Gregory, jump in. We need to...
That was stupid. All right. Yeah. So let's watch this video then. I think this will be the best way to do it. I don't know, maybe or we could try this one. All right, that's just the same thing as the video. It'd be nice if somebody had a really nice video about all the endings. What's this? Okay, it's just a video of it. Well, I don't want the ruin endings. Alright, I guess we're just gonna do the all endings one and just watch that one. I think that's probably gonna be the smart thing to do here. So I'll swap that to... There we go. Alright.
It's past your bedtime. Good night.
Freddy, it's open. Let's go.
No, I cannot exit this facility.
Of course you can. Come on. We can hide you somewhere.
Without a recharge station, my systems would shut down within an hour. It is a safety precaution. It is my design. This is where I must stay. Do not return. It will never be safe. I will miss you.
Freddy,
Aww.
if I leave now, nothing will change, will it? There will be more disappearances.
Yes, I am afraid that is correct. Gregory, you have a choice to make. The door is open, and you can go. Or you can continue to investigate the secrets of the Pizzaplex. I feel there is something else going on besides Vanny.
Okay, so what did that say now? So stay, leave, and Vanny, which I think Vanny was an option that opens up if you do more investigation, and I don't think I was going to get that option. But this is interesting here. It says, warning, save stations will no longer be available if you stay. If Gregory is caught, it is game over. Holy cow. Like, it's pretty easy to get caught sometimes. That would be, I mean, that's for the masochist people, man.
Choice to make. The door is open, and you can go. Or you can continue to investigate the secrets of the Pizzaplex. I feel there is something else going on besides Vanny.
Also, I just want to kind of point out that Freddy's voice here really makes me think of Optimus Prime. If this video is not playing Optimus Prime, somebody should hire him to play Optimus Prime. Okay, so this is how the endings are. So if you leave the Pizzaplex, so this is the ending I was about to get. Aw. Disappeared kids. Local residents continue to disappear. Oh no. Wow. Alright, so they take the car. Fuzzy Dice, Roxy, Bobble. Nice. Take the map. Please take the map. Take the map. Take the map. Take the map. Yeah. Look at him go. Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay, so you gotta charge him every 20 minutes, I guess. Weird ending. The new face of Fazbear Entertainment is a hippopotamus? And Monty apparently is the front singer after that. Alright. So what ending is this? It is time to end this. Why do you have that? You are for children. Yo, what? Oh no. Son of a bitch! That wascally wabbit! Vanny, I can see you now. I have new eyes. Freddy! Yo! Goodbye, Gregory. Aww. How is she not like in a pool of blood? Oh, she's awake. Oh! It was Vanessa? I thought it'd be Old Man Withers. So I know only one of these end. Yeah, see. Huh? Is that supposed to make sense? Recall inflammable Fazbear toys. Where's... Oh, this is the Fazbear. Oh, we didn't do... This is the ride we didn't do.
Where does this vent go?
Oh, this was the Vanny. So this is what I would have found if I had done the Fazbear thing instead of Monty Golf first. Wow. Okay.
Freddy, that rabbit lady's in a secret room above Blast. It looks like a hideout. I think her name is Vanny?
Vanny. It is very similar to Vanessa. And also Bunny. That cannot be a coincidence.
Huh?
Well, we saw her hideout, right? In Blast? Maybe we could catch her there. If she thinks I escaped, maybe we can surprise her.
Yes, come. Let us end this.
I love how serious he is. Oh?
Disassemble Freddy.
Oh my god.
I just need a little work done. My hair.
So you're supposed to escape from Vanny?
Come in, Gregory. Can you hear me? I still have a signal. Get to the Blast booth. Use the security desk. Turn them against Vanny.
Ooh, that is some vengeance in his voice. Oh, okay, so here's the Vanny ending. Oh, that's relatively bloodless.
You are my superstar.
Oh. Oh. Bro, that's a sad ending. Fazbear Entertainment closes due to health concerns. Plans to reopen next season. Oh, the Princess Quest ending. I want to be honest, this part was actually kind of like Like, I like this. This was kind of fun. The music was good, but it was like a good Zelda-style clone. Like, I certainly wouldn't have minded a more fleshed out version of this as a game. I feel like there's not enough good 2D overhead Zelda clones. A lot of them are, you know, there's a lot of 2D overhead games that are like Zelda, but like nothing that like does a good job of, you know, using the formula that Zelda has. Which is a shame. Not sure why they're showing us playing all these. Alright, I'm gonna skip it. Alright, he's just playing through all the Princess Quest games, and it's like, we don't need to see all that. Alright, there we go.
Well, we saw her hideout, right? In Blast? Maybe we could catch her there. If she thinks I escaped, maybe we can surprise her.
Yes, come. Let us end this.
Disassemble Freddy.
It's weird that they have those cutscenes, but then like the endings are just comic book things. A lot of half-baked stuff in this game. Okay, so what's going to be the difference between this and the version without Princess Quest? This looks exactly like the same as what we watched.
Come in, Gregory. Can you hear me? I still have a signal. Get to the Blast booth. Use the security desk. Turn them against Fanny.
Huh. going to skip through this part here. We're gonna skip through because I want to see the ending part. Okay. Huh? We took Freddy's head. And Vanessa's sitting at the thing. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's go get some ice cream, guys. That is a weird ending. Won't lie. Alright, this is the final boss Chew ending. Max upgrade Freddy and go to elevator in Roxy Raceway. Oh, that's right. Where you needed to have Monty's claws and Chica's voice box. I remember this part.
Gregory, be careful. This elevator does not appear to follow any safety protocols. I do not think it can survive more than one trip.
Okay. What the? Bye, Freddy. What the heck? How many generators you need there, buddy?
I know what this is. I have been here before. She brought me here. I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path. I did not want to, but I had no choice. Now I have a choice. I have changed. My friends are here. They are so angry, confused. But I can protect you.
What the hell is that thing?
I am not me.
A weird thing to say. Oh, this is wild. So this would have been the true ending, huh?
Stop him.
What was that? Are you okay?
He is trying to take control of me. I do not think I can fight it for long.
He? What is that thing?
Watch the vents.
Oh.
Look out. It's Chica. Shut the doors.
It's Roxy! What do I do?
The doors will not hold her. Hide!
Oh, okay. Interesting. So preserve Freddy's battery as much as possible. Oh, so now you gotta watch out for these things too? A lot of tentacles. So that's all you do then? This is the whole fight? Wow. This person has definitely played this game a bunch. Like, just watching this boss fight, you can tell they know exactly what to do. And they are pushing it to the brink, but, like, clearly not getting glitches, so... Oh, there we go. Oh, whoa. And that was it, huh? I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of glad I just did this instead of trying to beat the game. Oh man, I hate saying that. I hate saying that, but like, I really like this game. I do. I actually recommend this game to people. I think that this is a great game. It's just you have to go into it knowing that there is a lot of glitches. There is a lot of problems. Even years later, after they've patched and worked on it a bunch, it still has issues. It still has issues even after all this time. And there are some game design decisions that are just really frustrating. And some that kind of make you scratch your head. And some where you can tell that, like, you know, ultimately what this game is, to me, this game is a product of an ambition that couldn't be met by the development time and or budget that it was given. This is a game that really, like, the people behind it really wanted it to be a big deal. And I think in terms of, like, conceptual stuff, like, they nailed it. Like, there's a lot of really cool things about the Pizzaplex. If the Pizzaplex is, so, like, you know how, like, the Spencer Mansion or, like, the police station in Resident Evil 2, like, those are like Silent Hill, you know, in any of the games. Like, those are, like, those locations, they become characters of their own. You know, you remember them as much as you remember the characters that you were playing as, Jill and Chris and Leon and, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? So, like, you know, the design of a world becomes, like, you know, a thing in itself. When you play Zelda, A Link to the Past, or Ocarina of Time, or whatever, Breath of the Wild, the maps themselves, the world, the overworld dungeons, whatever, they all become like a home to you in a way. Like, you start remembering things and you start looking at stuff and you're like, oh wow, this is, you know, ooh ee ah, you know. And so you start getting like a nostalgia for it, and I could feel myself already building that nostalgia, you know, for the Pizzaplex, you know, and it's cool. Like, I want to goof off in it and play around without the dangerous killer robots. Oh, they give you the really nice CGI. No comic book stuff here. What a nice little ending. All right. So thank you, Ruben925, for the wonderful video showing me all those things. Yeah, no, I liked this game. I feel like this game is good. You know, does it have problems? Yes, absolutely has problems. But I do feel like the sum is, you know, of all the parts is better than the parts. Like, individually, there's a lot of really crappy things about this game. You know, but, like, yeah, I feel like it was a great experience. And yeah, I don't regret skipping out and actually trying to get the ending. I don't really care about trophies or anything like that. Saving myself a world of frustration and anger. It's one of those things where, like, I'm sure people would love to watch me struggle, but I don't feel like this is the type of struggle they want me to see. They don't want me crashing out in a way that's just sad. And so, yeah, especially when it's like, you're right there, just end it. It's not worth it. That said, we will be doing the Ruin DLC. I feel like, given the time, yeah, I don't want to stay up too late. I stayed up really late yesterday because I started my stream super late. I feel like today is a good day to kind of call it a little bit early and get some sleep. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to call that a cast. So, yeah. I know it's only 2 hours, and truth be told, it wasn't that exciting. But I know what I'm doing here. I swear I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I feel like, if I jump into Ruin now, I'm maybe going to get like an hour into it before I have to call it good, so, like I've said a million times, and it's on days I have to work, it's hard to, find time to, break down and get all this stuff going. Yeah, we'll do Ruin as a fresh start. Supposed to be a shorter experience. I'll look at some walkthroughs and stuff, and hopefully there's nothing too wildly annoying. But it might be, because I hear there's different gadgets and stuff too, so that might help kind of make things a little fresh. But either way, yeah, we'll at least get through most of Ruin, I think. Yeah, and then we'll kind of call it quits on Five Nights at Freddy's for a while and move on to some other stuff. But yeah, I feel like for today, we saw all the endings thanks to the power of YouTube. I've got my little fix of actually playing it and I'm never doing that again. Like that's my whole problem with this game, is like, I really like it. I recommend it to everybody. I have no desire to play this game again. And it's like, it's a weird thing to say that, but like, I just, the bugs that, the glitches and bugs, while they did sometimes work in my favor, a lot of times did not work in my favor. It created some great clippable meme moments, but like, it didn't make for a good gaming experience. And then on top of that, there's just some gameplay decisions that, like, well, now that I know what to expect type of things, where I could probably, like, I wouldn't be surprised if this has like a speedrunning category. Because like, now that you kind of know what to do and where to go, you can execute a lot easier, where to run past, what to hide from, everything runs on its own kind of like clock. So once you get the patterns down and everything, I could see people zipping through this game at a pretty good clip. Maybe knocking a speed run out of this game in like a couple hours. It would be kind of fascinating to watch that, to be honest, but not on stream. But yeah, I feel like I've gotten what I've wanted out of this game. I went in kind of expecting an alien isolation type adventure. I got that. I'm pretty proud of that. Didn't get to beat Chica, but can't have everything, I guess. But yeah, I think the one big takeaway I came away with from this game is I really like the character design and the personalities. The animatronics feel alive, which is awesome. I love the art direction. Especially the mascot style designs they have spread around the entire Pizzaplex. I love the Pizzaplex design. It's just a giant mall, but it's like, Five Nights themed, which is cool. And Glam Rock Freddy and, just that whole like vibe to it is pretty cool too. So yeah, I feel like for what it went out to accomplish, I think it nailed it. It did a good job of that aspect. And, glitches and bugs aside, I do recommend this game. Like, I'm going to be honest, when I played Alien Isolation for the first time, I had a similar crash out. That alien AI, like, I know a lot of people praise it, but like, truly very annoying to deal with. Because there are just times where the alien just wouldn't fucking leave you alone. And there's a point where it's like, yeah, that's kind of realistic, you know, but realism doesn't necessarily translate into good gameplay. There are times where we want the alien to go away so you can keep doing the game, like you can keep progressing. If the alien's always there kind of being annoying, like, you know, evading and stuff is possible, but it makes it like at a certain point the dread and terror and all of those, like, you know, feelings that you have about those kind of things, they start to fade away, and frustration and the sense of like tedium and all that kind of kick in. Like that's kind of where I was at. You know, the Roxy thing, like challenging, and you know, I had people in chat kind of cheer me on, which was great. You know, the arcade having to be reset, that was cool. A little frustrating with Chica at certain points, but like it was cool. Like there was a goal, execute it, you know, that was all kind of neat. Moondrop fucking chasing your ass every hour, fucking annoying. Like I wanted to be done with that bastard at the daycare. I did not need his ass turning up every fucking hour. Vanny, kind of the same thing. You know, I don't know if it's a Five Nights thing, but like Vanny was annoying. And I am so glad I was able to glitch her out using the elevator trick. So I could actually finish that part to get back to the platform in the atrium. Because, oh my god, I did not want to have to deal with her while I'm trying to dodge the other animatronics. Sorry. That's just, yeah. It's just that kind of crap. So, but yeah, other than that, oh, and no compass, the map was useless. You know, there's just so many design choices, was just, So high points and low points. Anyways, all that to say, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, good game. Get it on a sale, play it, enjoy it, dump it when you're done with it. That's my recommendation. I would give it a out of 10. I would give it a 7. And mostly because the art direction really does a good job of keeping the game appealing. If the art direction was worse, yeah, I would give this game like a 5 out of 10. It's average. It's not a great game, but it's not a bad game. So if you're not interested in the Five Nights stuff, I would just skip it. But maybe people don't want to hear that, but but there's a reason why I'm one of, let's see how many people on Twitch are actually playing this game right now. Because I'm genuinely curious about this. Open up a new tab. Yeah, there are 2 people streaming this game, and there are 2 viewers. 1 for each of us. That tells you absolutely everything about this game. Nobody watches this. As a matter of fact, if you go to any of the Five Nights games, like, this is wild. If you do... Here, we're going to do Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys this, because this is wild to me. Alright, let me move my VTuber dude. So, this is Twitch right now. And this is all of the categories for Five Nights. Secret of the Mimic. Nobody's playing it. This game just came out like a month or 2 ago. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. It's just me and one other dude. And, you know, I don't know how long that dude's been playing it. The first Five Nights has 70 viewers, but literally it's just 1 streamer. Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF 1, we'll say. Same deal. 2 streamers. You know. 4 has 1 viewer. Oh. Let's see here. And same deal. Like, there's nobody streaming Help Wanted. 3 people streaming Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Sister Location has nobody. Yeah. There is nobody streaming Five Nights at Freddy's for the most part. So it goes to show you how much of Five Nights at Freddy's is just, it's a YouTube game. You know, it's YouTube memes. You know. So, but I would say, like, at least on Twitch, nobody gives a shit about Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, Twitch isn't like the best measure of game popularity. Obviously, Five Nights is a pretty popular franchise. But in terms of like the games, yeah, they come out. The average horse streamer plays it for a day or 2, beats it, and then that's it. Nobody gives a shit about it after that. So, which is a shame. Which is a shame. So, anyway. All right. All that to say, I am done for the night. I'm tired. So, I'm going to get some sleep. You guys, I mean, if you're not going to sleep, it's probably because you're Australian and you're just getting up for the day. I think. I don't know. How's that work? I guess it'd be Saturday right now if you're in Australia. Right? I don't know. I don't time zone. I don't time zone well. My country still can't figure out fucking daylight savings. So, you know. Oh, wrong one. That one. So yeah, Ruin. Next stream, we'll fire it up. We'll see where we can get with that. And yeah, but I think as far as the main story of Security Breach, I think we're done. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. Appreciate it. Thank you for saying hi, Hiroshin, and for Michael Afton on YouTube. Appreciate it. You know, as always, you guys can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Blue Sky. You can follow me on Discord. You know, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, I need to develop a socials thing for my Twitch, you know, for my chat stuff. So that way I can just hit that and then it pops it up and you guys can read it all on the stream. Yeah, future time when I'm not tired. So, all right. Well, everybody have a good night, day, morning, afternoon, evening, future time, past time, whatever you want. AC, BC, DC, you know, however you want to do it. I wish you all the best, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.